Hello Skillr fans, today we present the second part of our Canelo Alvarez style breakdown. If you've been following Canelo's career, you may have noticed a shift in his style as he moved up in weight classes. In this video, we will analyse that evolving style and how Canelo adapted it to face much bigger opponents. Let's start by examining his boxing stance. Canelo still maintains the same squared up high guard, but now he often transitions between the high guard and a lower guard with his hands below chin level. This adjustment allows him to evade shots more effectively. He even turns it into an L guard from time to time. He skillfully shifts his weight between the front foot when advancing with the guard up and the back foot when utilising his head movement. Instead of being on his toes to evade shots, Canelo now employs a more flat-footed stance. Although he cannot get off range so quickly, it gives him a more stable base, more solid blocking and adds more torque on his punches.
A lot of Mexican fighters do that.
Skills. Hidden jab. Over the last years, we have seen Canelo use his jab more and more. It has been a really effective weapon to slowly take down his taller opponents.
The boogeyman from Ford. Canelo.
And he does it by throwing it from the high guard. He cleverly sets up the jab with a simple trick. He hides it in his high guard. Rather than telegraphing a predictable jab from a lower guard, Canelo maintains a seemingly unthreatening high guard and gradually closes the distance. Then he unleashes the jab from this high guard position. Whereas it does not work so good against short opponents, this tactic works brilliantly against taller opponents as the trajectory of the jab aligns perfectly with the target, in this case the head. Another impressive use of his jab is a setup for the overhand right. Canelo often employs either a jab
and Canelo just got out of the
or a double jab,
closing the gap in the first 2 rounds.
Not really to land them, but to create an opening for powerful hooks and overhands to the body and head.
I'm gonna keep walking in.
Body shots. As he faces taller opponents time and time again, his body work has become crucial in his fights.
This is the way you knock down a building. You break up the foundation.
A combination that has become a hallmark of Canelo's style is the rear uppercut lead body shot. The mechanics of that punch is what makes it so powerful and effective. The rear uppercut is the punch that provides you the maximum rotation. And it also positions you perfectly for the lead body shot. It also lands on the right side of his opponents, making it a devastating liver shot.
Straight, normally shots.
He's got leverage.
This is the way you knock down
To keep Canelo Alvarez at bay.
Just a perfect combination. Overall, Canelo's body shots carry immense power, and he perfectly blends them with head and body combinations. He also uses framing techniques with his forearm to manipulate his opponent's guard and land his body shots.
The WBA, WBC, ring. Now Canelo looking big right hand on the left side of the head, a plant. Left hook to the body by Canelo right on the side of the head, a plant.
When he frames on the inside, he blocks his opponent's guard, leaving him in a safe space to really look for openings and exploit them without being in danger.
Bruising
Walking forward. While known for his counter-punching skills, he has brilliantly developed the ability to walk down his opponents by walking forward safely, also known as swimming without getting wet. The key to it is a solid guard, precise parries and exceptional head movement.
His head movement and waist movement has been exceptional, and you can tell they worked on that, but he's doing it while going forward. That's so hard to do. It takes confidence to do that.
Despite his outstanding skills, moving up in weight has also brought about some bad habits or flaws. Flaws: dropping hands. Probably due to all the weight he has gained moving up in the divisions, we have seen Canelo get fatigued during his last fights, and as a consequence dropping his hands. We have seen how his guard becomes more loose and open and relies on his head movement and parries instead of blocking. And when he blocks, we see him take a more passive approach and be less reactive. But we would love to know your opinion. What changes in style have you noticed? Let's talk in the comments.